Hey there, friends, and welcome to the Slap Jackson Show. You know, we got music for you, we got comedy, we got the fishing report. And one thing I can ask of you is that if you like the show, and even if you don't like the show, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, YouTube tells me I need 1,000 subscribers, and they'll send me over supermodels and all sorts of big money. So listen, if you got an opportunity, all you got to do is subscribe to my channel. It's that easy. All right, the first thing I'd like to do is I'd just like to give a happy birthday shout out to a fellow fisherman and personal friend of mine. Happy birthday, Peter. Well, just take a look at him bringing in a blue.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peter.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, good work, Peter, and happy birthday to you. You know, as you know, Daniel Craig is retiring as 007. So, among other people, I'm in for a shot at the part. Well, just take a look at the trailer. All right, so I went down to Leeds Pond. It was a beautiful April spring day. It was great. I was hoping to catch some bass, but the bass never showed up. Anyhow, I was happy to see that the osprey was still there. Now, this may not be the same osprey, but this is an actual picture in 2014 of the osprey nest that's over there at Leeds Pond. So when I went back this year, I was hoping to see the osprey, and yep, they're there, but look at the size of the nest. I mean, they put in a basement, a two-car garage. They got a whole nother level going on out there. Oh, my God. Anyhow, I went to Jones Inlet early May trying to catch some bluefish, what I caught with these shad. I tell you what, though, they were fun. Some of them were big, gave you a good tussle.
Hey there, friends and neighbors, your old pal Slap High Hook Jackson saying you ain't living, not even a smidgen, if you ain't surf fishing. Now, this isn't the biggest one we caught all day, but we've been having a lot of fun out here with the bluefish. Whoa! All right, let me get them back in the water.
All right, now here's the kind of cocktail blues we were catching. There were other fish that were bigger in the mix as well, but they took just about anything. The bucktail here, they took tins, they took swimming plugs, they took just about anything.
All right, this is probably the biggest one so far today. He's a gorgeous specimen. We're going to get him unhooked from my bucktail there and get him right back in the water. Beautiful fish. Beautiful.
All right, here we are fishing. The guy in the green jacket just gets a hit. He misses it. That's Mike T. Oh, the fish is back and he's hooked up. The guy next to him, second guy, is dark blue. He's hooked in. The next guy, third guy, he's got a light blue shirt. He's hooked in. And the fourth guy down is John T. He's got himself a fish. The fish is in the rocks. Got to unhook and throw it back in. Anyhow, man, we had a great time. All right, so I went down to Sunken Meadow. As you can see, beautiful day. It was evening. I was looking for some fluke. I brought lead heads, I brought my gulp, and all I got was these sea robins. Sea robin after sea robin. No fluke, nothing else bit it. So I figured I'd get smart and put on a swimming plug. Maybe it'd attract something different. It didn't. All I got was a couple of more sea robins. All right, now take a look. I was working Green Island, and I came across this swan. And at first I thought, well, he's sleeping, but it didn't seem right. I got out my phone, I called the DEC because when the bird got up, I could see he had a broken wing. So the DEC said they'd come by, they'd pick up the bird, and I was very happy with that, can't complain. All right, so now here I am with a fish on, but I gotta tell you, out of all the fish we were catching, and there was a whole bunch of guys, as you can see in the last video, so many of those fish went right back in the water. It was all practice, catch and release. And let me tell you something, we had a great time with those bluefish. So, as I always ask you, practice catch and release as often as you can. And you know, once in a while I see guys kick fish back into the water. Now, none of the guys that I know, but guys I don't know sometimes kick it back in. Don't do so. All right there, friends. You know, the fishing is only going to get better, so get out there and have some fun. You know, speaking of fun, from time to time I get together with some buddies of mine and we jam. This is all unrehearsed, one-take wonders. And in the footage you're about to see, we're doing one of my old blues favorites, The Hoochie Coochie Man. You know, years ago I used to enjoy doing this tune because some of the ladies would throw their panties up on the stage. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't get that much anymore. But however, from time to time I do get somebody who throws me one of these. It does make the night interesting.
I got the black hat bone. I got a mojo too. Yeah, I got the Johnny Cockeroo. I'm gonna mess with you. Out there, pretty ladies, take me by the hand. Oh, everybody wanna know. Oh, hoochie, hoochie man, you know I'm here. Yeah, baby, I'm here. I'm the hoochie, hoochie man. Oh, everybody knows I'm here. On the seventh hour of the 7th day of the 7th month, 7 doctors say you born for love, and that you will see. Yeah, I got $700. They don't want you missing me. Yeah, yeah, baby, I'm here.
All right, folks, now what you're looking at is my front door, and my wife put a beautiful wreath up on there. But if you were to look really closely now and get in there a little further, what you're going to find is that a couple of birds built a nest in there. That's right. They must have had a couple of eggs in there, and now the eggs hatched, and you can see there's about 4 chicks in there. It's hard for me to tell what the head and what the bottom is, so... Hey, there's a leg right there at the bottom of the screen. Anyhow, every couple of days I'd come by and I'd take a couple of pictures of the birds. Well, you can clearly see that this must have been the firstborn there with his beak sticking out. All right, he's probably the king of the nest. Here he is again with his mouth agape. Now, he's asleep, it looks, but in case any food falls into his mouth, he's ready. And you can see the second runner-up is right next to him on his left. All right, now I come back a couple of more days and you can see, oh, wow. They're much more pronounced. They're starting to lose all their, I don't know how to call it, their baby feathers. And you can see that these birds are quickly maturing. Now, 3 of them are left in the nest here. And what a mess they made of that nest. Anyhow, the 3 of them, of course, one flew away. And here it is. There were 2 of them left. And probably the guy standing is the guy who's about to go next. And the guy sitting is probably the bird that's be the last one to leave the nest. Well, I finally took it down, cleaned it out, and they went on their way.